It's been just about a month since my last video, and about 2 months since I made a video on the Tanganyika and cichlids. A lot has changed in the tank. I added some plants up top, which I struggled with that, and I think they're finally starting to come together up there. But I have added some fish, quite a few actually. Some I like a lot more than others, and some I'm not sure if I'm going to keep, but we're going to keep letting it rock and see what happens here. I have added 9 fish. I've added 5 shell dwellers and 4 Julidochromises. The Julidochromises are quickly becoming my favorite fish in the tank. They got a lot of attitude. They always seem like they got some sort of plan. They always seem like they're up to something. But let me show you the fish and give you a quick update on some of the changes that I've made in the tank itself. So in total in the Tanganyika tank, I have a total of 21 fish. I have the 4 Tropheus. I have 2 black Calvus, 2 white Calvus, 4 Lupi, 4 Julidochromis, and 5 shell dwellers. I believe on the last update on this tank, I only had the 4 Tropheus, the Lupi, and the Calvus. So like I said, we are up to 21 fish. It is a 75-gallon tank. I have plenty of filtration. I got the plants growing out of the filter. I have plants growing in an aquaponics system. The nitrates are at 0. Ammonia is at 0. Everything is doing great. Fish seem happy. They seem healthy. And we're just letting them grow out. Hopefully some of these guys will start to spawn here in the future. The filtration is an Aquarium Smart Clean power filter. I have the aquaponic system running out of there to filter through the plants and then back into the tank. I purchased a fish room air pump off of Amazon. That air pump is pushing air to the Tanganyika tank, the Malawi tank, the flower horn tank, beta tank, and also to my Rhodey water system to add oxygen before adding it to the tanks themselves. It is a possibility that down the road I might do some sort of rack system in here. This machine is fully capable of taking on a lot more than what it is right now. This is the hydroponic system that I bought off of Amazon. Just a basic system, 2-inch pipe. It has a small pump that comes out of the tank and pumps it back through and back into the tank. I will add the hydroponic system and the air pump to the description below. So enough with all the boring stuff about the tank. Let's get to the part that you guys came here to watch, and that's the fish. We'll start with some that I've added recently. The most recent one I've added is the shell dwellers. There's 5 of them in the tank in total. They are pretty cool. They usually stay pretty close to their shells. They are a little aggressive. I would say they're more aggressive to one another than to the other species in the tank. But they are pretty cool. They go in and out of the shells, and they pretty much stay local to home. But with the good, there always comes the bad. These guys are diggers. They take their shells, they put them where they want. They dig giant holes in the front of the tanks. No matter how many times I'll move the shell back and flatten out the front of the tank, they are going to put the shells where they want them, and they're going to dig holes for sure. So if you like that flat bottom tank, shell dwellers are not going to be for you. So I have developed a little bit of a love-hate with these guys, but we'll see how it goes. We'll leave them in there for a while. Next up, we have the Julidochromises. These guys are quickly becoming my favorite. The way they move to the rocks, they as well kind of stick to their home, their base. They always go back to the same rocks. The way that they move through the rocks is pretty cool too. I've caught them a few times swimming upside down and kind of slithering through like a snake. Then we got the Tropheus. These guys seem to be full of ADHD, always darting all around the tank, chasing each other around. I was told that I was supposed to keep them in larger groups. I did only buy 4 of them. And as of right now, that seems to be working out. These guys have a very important diet of just veggies, which they do eat the extreme pellets that I put in the tank, but I also put in the veggie pellets first and let these guys fill up on those, and then let them pick on the extreme pellets afterwards. Then we go to the white Calvus. I also have black Calvus in the tank as well. The white ones seem to be much more prettier. They kind of remind me of my grandfather, kind of grumpy, always sticking in their one spot in the cave and pecking at everybody and chasing them around anytime anybody comes near it. These guys are cool fish. They seem to mature a lot faster than the rest of them, color-wise. I'm just waiting for them to grow pretty big. I'm hoping for them to spawn in the tank as well. Then we have the Lupi. These guys seem like the boss of the tank. They kind of chase everybody around, run everybody off, and they kind of stay spread out in the tank. I haven't seen them really mingle within their own species much yet. I don't know if that's because they're all males or all females or what. They're just starting to gain a lot of their color, and I'm hoping to find out more about them soon. I have been told that they're good breeders, so overall, I would say that these guys are my second favorite in the tank. They are starting to get really bright, and just the way that they act, they chase everybody off. They're definitely the most territorial. And that's it for the Tanganyika tank. As I get more fish or change the scape or add anything else, I'll keep you guys updated.